to the Suibian Media channel. We have a tech update for you real quick. We're looking at a story about Uber taking up to 30% from drivers now in some cities. They call it a experiment, but rest assured this will be permanent. What they're doing is they're slowly eating in the drivers' fees to please the shareholders. That money's got to come from somewhere. So they'll simply take it from their workers. They've cooked up a nice scheme too that allows drivers to kind of work down the fee they take off. Can go down from 30% to 25%, and then the lowest it looks like is 20. And if you get 31 rides, and that's just that's just a slap in the face. Even 20%, it should be 5%. This should come as no surprise, though. We know Uber has a culture of arrogancy, and they're on this episode of Wall Street Week, their former CFO, who's just as arrogant as Travis Kalanick, when asked where are they going to get the money to please the shareholders, he said, you've got happy employees, you've got happy customers, you've got happy shareholders. The holy triumvirate are all really excited about your company. Why are you going to risk that and push employees' salary down 5%? And he simply responded, because we can. Yeah, exactly. This guy's blinded by money. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. And guess what? You know that Uber's working on self-driving cars. When this technology is perfected, what do you think the first expense Uber is going to cut? The drivers. They're going bye-bye. It'll make the shareholders happy. It'll make Mr. Uber Kalanick happy. Or Mr. Travis Kalanick. But it won't make society happy. It won't make the people, the citizens happy. The tech, where Uber, the city, the towns, and communities where Uber is operating won't make them happy. Studies have found that gig economy workers, especially at Uber and Lyft, they aren't happy because they know they're being used. Look at that smile. That smile is going to be going bye-bye soon, especially whenever there's a computer driving that car. And then the workers might be lucky to be kept back to wash the cars and pick out trash when they in between rides, until that can be automated. So what's the point of all this? We talk about solutions here at Suibian Media, so we're going to give a plain solution. What we need to see happen are these kind of so-called distributed economy companies that use crowdsourced labor. Uber, Lyft, TaskRabbit. There's a number of them popping up. Thumbtack. Can't think of too many off the top of my head. I've drawn a blank right now. Just Google peer-to-peer apps, and there's a bunch of them. But what we need to see happen are these companies begin to relinquish their control to the employees and customers, and they can begin to become employee owned or contributor owned. A contributor being both drivers and riders in the case of peer-to-peer driving apps. So that way, once self-driving cars are ready for mainstream, cities and nations and small communities will be able to reap these rewards for themselves. We saw Mexico City. They had protests over Uber, and they're not against the technology. They just want a level playing field. And, you know, and it's, of course, everything has to do with money and taxes. They just want the taxes that are being generated from this profitable and low margin business. They just want some of that buying power, some of that motivation power to be reinvested into their own communities. And it's not. It's being kept at the top by people like this guy with the smirk on his face. Uh, and there's little say over um, the drivers have little say over operating procedures and little say in company decisions. So all that needs to change. I mean, it's going to take a strong character, a CEO, a true leader. Uh, Definitely of the likes we haven't seen Uber. But, and again, we're not against the technology. It's easy, cheap technology. Hell, it could be made for free. We just want to see it be used responsibly. So that's our Suibian Media suggestion for peer-to-peer driving apps. Thanks for tuning in for this quick Suibian Media tech update.